For the first time in history, representatives from Iran's Press TV, Telesur, RT from Russia, and CGTN from China participated in a meeting to discuss communication in the Global South. These state-owned media have been facing censorship, blockades, and sanctions imposed by the United States and Europe or right-wing governments, as in the case of Telesur. The multinational media outlets was withdrawn from the programming of the state-owned Ecuadorian National Telecommunications Corporation in 2018 under the government of Lenin Moreno. Likewise, after the coup against Evo Morales in Bolivia in 2019, the state-owned Intel under de facto government of Janine Áñez suspended the transmission of a channel funded by Hugo Chavez. In 2021, the United Kingdom withdrew CGTN's license on the grounds that it was directly controlled by a political party. On the other hand, Russia's RT has been banned throughout Europe and on platforms such as YouTube. The Spanish version of that channel on YouTube had 6 million followers until it was taken down. We have Cuba present here at this working table. We have Venezuela, we have Nicaragua, and we have Bolivia. The conference was chosen as a venue for the official inauguration of the International Communications Research Institute of the East China Normal University, which will be chaired by Professor Lu Xinyu.
70年代世界有一个
The institute aims to contribute to the development of international communication platforms and networks for countries and regions in the Global South. In the 1970s, the world had a movement called Communication and a New World Order. That movement failed. We learned that today, the problem that the movement tried to solve wasn't solved, which is the imbalance and structure of a global media.
全球南方怎么去发展一个另类传播的另类媒体和另类传播的问题。
So today we are helping to again understand this problem. This includes two aspects. One is the ones for dominated media. How the Global South developed communication alternative media problem requires the media of the Global South to work together to solve it. Second question is how we understand this issue of sovereign media. The current sanctions on Western platforms have forced media in some countries to abandon social media. In fact, it's a continuation of extensions that hegemonic countries impose. Are these sanctions reasonable? This is a question we must ask ourselves. Another topic of the day's debate was the media scenario on the African continent. Pan-African Television's Kambali Musavuli said that Pan-Africanism has been advancing at the political level with the articulation of the countries of the continent in the African Union and that progressive media are necessary to disseminate the vision of a united Africa under Pan-Africanism.
Right now, the image of Africa is distorted. The story of Africa is distorted. There's a hysteria around the world which is preventing us from choosing our own friends and deciding our own destiny. We need to change that narrative. And in order to change that narrative, we need to build our own instruments of communication. We need to use radio, we need to use the newspaper, we need to use television, we need to use social media in order to tell our own story based on the African reality today.
I really hope it will have been instructive for the Brazilian left in its entirety to understand how important and central is the role played by communication in the dynamics of the class struggle. Because what at stake is the control of political class in society, which also requires the strengthening of such activities and profound reflection not only in the contents but also the forms. And this necessarily involves strengthening the channels of communication that defend a popular project.